On February 1st, 1943, a formation of B-17 bombers from the 414th Squadron, 97th Bomb Group, took off from Biskra in Algeria. Their target was 300 miles away at the German-controlled port of Tunis. Piloting their B-17F was Lieutenant Ken Bragg Jr. and co-pilot Godfrey Engel Jr. On the way, the B-17s were constantly harassed by Bf-109s. They defended bravely and tried to close in on their target, and the German fighters broke away just before the anti-aircraft fire began. The bomber, Ralph Burbridge, took control. The anti-aircraft fire was heavy and the crew was constantly shaken. However, Burbridge still completed his mission and dropped his bombs on Tunis. All-American and the remaining B-17s turned for home. On their return, once they had escaped anti-aircraft fire, the formation was again targeted by German fighters. They doggedly followed the formation, making several passes and shooting down B-17s piece by piece, until they reached their maximum range and the Germans were forced to turn for home.
Watch them, Scotty. I got my sights on them. Check that B-17, Chuck. 3 o'clock. Loader's smoking. Fighters, 10 o'clock.
Watch those 2 and 12, man. They're coming in.
They're coming in, Scotty.
Get that ball turned on them.
They're breaking 11.
There's one. He come out of the bomb bay.
Yeah, I see him.
There's a tail gunner coming out.
Watch out for fighters.
They doggedly followed the formation, making several passes and shooting down B-17s piece by piece, until they reached their maximum range and the Germans were forced to turn for home. Fortunately, All-American was still in good condition, and the entire crew breathed a sigh of relief that they were almost out of German range. But any celebrations were premature.
Enemy fighters at 10 o'clock highs and 2 o'clock highs. They're going after Cruikshank and Lee.
The 109 broke through the formation, spewing smoke and oil and crashing into the desert below. Meanwhile, the second 109, Yellow One, piloted by Eric Paksha, targeted the All-American.
Holy! There's a hole in the wing! His gun has blown to bits! Christ, he just lost the high lead and she's got a... Tail, ball turn, any shoot. I don't see any.
Paksha was an experienced pilot with 16 victories. His plan was to take the All-American and roll under it. The nose gunner had other plans and set to work. The All-American was repeatedly hit, but the brave crew continued to defend, firing lead pellets at Yellow One. It flew closer to the point where it filled the gun sights.
Warlock, 7 o'clock high! Pilot to crew.
During his Beef 109 attack, Paccia began to roll line up for another attack, but the B-17's barrage did its job, incapacitating the pilot. Whether due to injury or mechanical failure, he was unable to complete his maneuver, and the plane headed straight for All-American. The crew heard a hoomph and shuddered as the out-of-control 109 crashed into All-American. The alarming sound of two birds colliding, accompanied by a storm of sharp, twisted metal flying around, stunned the crew. The plane lurched and writhed at the controls as Bragg struggled to keep it straight and level. As soon as he lifted himself off the ground, the crew was shocked to see a large hole in the fuselage, connected to the main fuselage by only two small pieces of airframe. Incredibly, the entire crew was still alive. They tightened their parachutes, ready to jump as soon as the tail of the plane was no longer tenuously connected to the plane. But once again, incredibly, the All-American continued to fly. The other B-17s in the formation were amazed to see the plane, which had been almost torn in two, rise up, recover, and continue flying, which to everyone seemed like a miracle. Lieutenant Charles Cutforth, in an accompanying bomber, the Flying Flit gun, took a photograph of the stricken bomber that would become famous. The All-American flying over the desert with a ragged gash in the fuselage, managed to land the plane on a straight trajectory at Biskra. With no rear wheels left, the extremely durable B-17 remained in place as it skidded to a stop. The crew escaped with nothing more than minor injuries. Even All-American was not seriously injured. The bird refused to be shot down, was patched up, and continued to fight to the end, eventually having to be removed. Most of our viewers are still non-subscribers. If you like this video, please support us by clicking subscribe and check out another one of our videos. Thank you.